Nancy. Hope you're having a good day. Let's get live over here and then get started. All right. I'm gonna put this on. Should be good. Hi, everybody. It's Nancy. Hope you're having an awesome day. When you pop on, type the word chill and check your messages. I feel like that's up too high, so we're just gonna push that down just a smidge. If it says was live, that means you missed the live. So just comment #replay, and that way I can welcome you. Keyword is chill. So I have this snowflake, guys, that I, cut out with my laser. I had this idea this afternoon and thought I would share it with you. So come on in, say hello, all the things. We are going to, I'm going to give it a light sanding really quick and just get rid of some of the dark edges while you guys are popping on. It's just going to make it a little bit easier to cover in our white. Sometimes that laser leaves a little bit of a dark edge. So I'm just going to take my sandpaper and rub that off. Got to have breakfast with my son today. That was super nice. Those days are gonna be few and far between here pretty soon, because as the summer draws to a close, he'll be back home. So I take it when I can get it, right? When he's around, I try to be available, especially when school's out. So that's the deal. All right, I've got most of these sanded down, these little edges. It's not that big of a deal. You can paint over it. I just think it makes it a little easier to get better coverage when those edges are dark. If you like a distressed look, that's perfect for you. Just leave them on there. I had a couple new items added to my Etsy shop this afternoon. I finally got that fancy frame that you guys love added on. So there's a couple options with it. You can get one and done, or you can get it interchangeable. So if you type the word chill, you can get information on that also. All right, this should be good. Let me see where everybody is. You guys, this is just kind of how my day's going. A little wonky. Let's see if we find everybody and say hello to people as they're getting here. I'm going to trip on that bell, so we don't need that. Yes, Lena, I hope you got my message. Thank you, Lena. You're so nice. Thank you. Hi, Nina. So happy to catch you live and that you're having a good day. Thank you. All right, we're going to paint this snowflake. I know, Lena, you had said you ordered 2, but on my end, I only saw that you ordered 1. So I just want to make sure that you're getting what you want. That was my message, basically. Hi, Charlene. How are you doing? All right, my brush is not wet, so we're going to see. I sent you a screenshot of what it shows on my end, Lena, so you can see. Just chill, everybody. Keyword is chill if you're just popping on. I hope this turns out as cute as I envision it. We'll see. We shall see. So we're just going to paint this white. Nothing, snowflakes, in my opinion, should be white. So we're just going to paint this whole thing white. I am going to wet this a little bit. All right. That will move my paste around a little better. And if I got to do 2 coats, well, so be it. Okay. So as I was saying before I got to see your faces, got to have breakfast with Joe this morning. He went and got his cast, we'll just say stitches. He got his stitches removed, and he was pretty sure they were going to give him a brace or something to wear, and they were like, no, just use it. I don't know if you guys remember, but he had dislocated his finger so badly he needed surgery a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it's I said it's gonna hurt for a little bit, and it's probably gonna take longer to heal than if it was broken. Hi, Lisa, thank you. Lisa, my daughter messaged me yesterday, texted me and said, Mom, I found a hairstyle you must try. And she sent like a picture of herself. So this morning I sent her a similar pose back with this was my effort. This was my, you asked and I tried. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm just seeing if I miss anybody. I think I'm catching everybody's comments. All right, good. All right, let's get this painted. This snowflake is approximately 12 inches around, okay? If you're wanting to know the size. And I have not posted this on Etsy yet. I will, or I can if you want it. Thank you. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, thank you. All right. Yeah, so basically I had breakfast with Joe and then I played with my laser. Then I came in and played with the program that goes with my laser. And here we are. And then I'm here. Hi, Cindy. So I'm all caught up on Etsy orders now, and any orders that I was given, I'm all caught up with that. Except for Lena's, who ordered today, but I'm all caught up as of anything ordered yesterday. And those are going in the mail tomorrow. Already have shipping confirmations and all that done. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Don't get in trouble at work. And you know what? You're right, Charlene. And honestly, it is way easier to do my hair like this than any other way. I just threw it up. She sent me like a video, but I was like, visually, I think I can figure that out on my own. It's not exactly like what she sent me, but I mean, it's close enough. All right, I just want to make sure this is, you know what, we got to paint some other things. So let's put that aside. All right, then I have a few other cutouts. Hang on. You guys, I have so much stuff in here piled. I really should spend the day cleaning. We're going to paint this snowman white. This tape isn't even any good. I don't know what my new one is. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Amanda. How's your summer been? We're going to get everything painted up, and then I'll show you what I came up with today. And then just before I went live, I spent all this time like preparing this for you guys. And then I'm like, oh, what are we going to have for dinner? You guys, it's hard for me in the summer to not just do the things that bring me joy and not do the things that don't bring me joy, which is planning dinner. Even if it's for two of us, I'm tired of planning it. And Jace cooks for us too. I can't complain. It's not like he's not cooking for us sometimes. Happy Monday, Charlotte Zepp. How are you? Hi, Patricia. So we're just painting all our pieces white. That's going to keep it simple. What I've been doing is whatever my surface, like if I'm going to put these on something, whatever color that is kind of what color I'm painting my cutouts. Because you're going to have a little trim. And basically what I'm thinking is the trim will blend with the background. That's kind of where I'm at with that. So all of these are just going to be white because our snowflake is white. You haven't been able to hold it up at all, Shirley? Is it because it's not long enough, or what? My hair isn't, you guys, I mean, my hair's in a ponytail most of the time. Most of all the time. Not just summer. Most of my life, my hair's in a ponytail. Storming, oh my goodness. It is, we don't have rain for the longest time. We are not even supposed to have rain. We are back into like, it's 97, 98 degrees here in Texas. We're in the heat of the summer as it's getting close to, you know, as it's getting close to August. That's how it goes. All right, and we're going to get our C painted. She like, you guys go to Applebee's. Is that like her favorite place? You've mentioned that before about going to Applebee's, I feel like. Oh, because your hand can't hold it. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Oh, and there's a tiny dot for above. Oh, that's the back, I think, though. Okay, I think we got everything painted. All right, now let me just check our snowflake. I'm going to give it a quick dry and just do one quick coat. Actually, yes, we're going to do a very wet, quick coat on top of this, and we're going to add a little zhuzh to it. We're going to add a little sparkle. We're going to add some sparkles to this one today. Okay, so this time I'm going to spray my brush pretty good. I'm going to get a little bit of white. And then I'm going to try my best to go over this whole thing pretty quick. And this is just going to reactivate my paste, give it like a half a coat back on top. And then we're going to add some sparkles to it. Okay. Okay, and then probably what I should do is, hang on, let me get my thing back out. Because I don't want sparkle like all over my desk. So we are going to, yeah, we're not getting it. We're going to add some shimmer. Okay, so I'm just going to, this is like a very fine shimmer. It's not a super thick glitter, but it'll add just a little fun while the paste is still wet. And then like if you don't want it to kind of come off a little bit, what you can do is seal it after you're done if you like. Okay. I'm going to end up with sparkle on me even though, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of shimmery. Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell. Anyhow, just trust me, it's going to be shimmery. All right, let's get this. I know there's glitter on here. It's going to be all over me probably. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is get our pieces off of here and dry them. Glisten, that's a really good way to put it. Glisten is a much better way to put it. Now this is my, you know, it's technically Christmas, but it's winter Christmas this week, okay? Christmas in July, and then we're going right back to fall, you guys. Right back to fall, where I like to be. Okay, so we are going to do our sanding and waxing. So this is my 400 grit. Sandpaper, and I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a sanding. This part's optional, but I just think it gives you the best result. Now, if you're like me and you kind of are a little heavy-handed with the paint, you can take your sanding pad and sand the edges a little bit if you want those all to be still that, you know, the brown edge. Or your other option is this. Yeah, we don't sweat. Oh, not this. We don't sweat, we glisten. That's right. The keyword today, Amanda, is, what is it? Chill. You can take a black, either regular Sharpie marker, or you can use the paint marker and just go over your edges like that. If you want to crisp up where your paint is and you don't want to see it, you can just go over the edges like that. And that will give you a quick, especially with these Sharpie paint markers, it's very fast to go around the edges like this. If this is just personal preference, if you don't want to see that white in there, you can just go over the edges like that if you like, especially if it's in these areas where you can't get your sandpaper, like on the cutouts that I kind of keep together. You can go around the edges like that and it'll clean those up. That's just one option. Is that what you do too, Jenny? Yeah. So feel free to do that if that, you know, if those edges bother you. Honestly, I think most of the time you can't see them anyway. So it is completely and totally optional. Just wanted to give you guys a tip. It's kind of funny seeing you guys type the word chill because it's like, it feels aggressive. It feels a little aggressive that you're telling me to chill. It's what the kids tell each other these days. But I told you to type it. All right, so I'm doing all my letters. I'm just adding some wax. Yeah, it's definitely easy. If, like I said, if you don't care, then just leave it. But if you do care, then use your marker and go around the edges. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna wax my snowman here because we are going to paint him just a smidge. So we are going to use this reusable silkscreen transfer, you guys. You can use these over and over and over again as long as you take good care of them. And I try to show you the best practices on my page. So the first thing you want to do with your brand new transfer is add some lint to the back. I just have this fuzz cloth in my drawer. And I just add some lint, okay? Just like so. You just put it on, rub it off. You can use your shirt if you like. You can use any low lint tea towel. It doesn't have to be this specific fuzz cloth, though I do have these available. All right, and I'm going to basically just line him up onto my cutout. I'm going to outline him. I'm going to outline him in espresso, and you'll see why in a minute. So this is chalk paste. This is what we painted with, but we're also going to chalk with it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do this whole outline in espresso because eventually I want his arms to be in this color anyway. And when we go back through and add our details back in, we're going to use a different color, and I'll just skip the arms. This is the way we'll do it. Have a good look at your doctor's appointment. Hi, Mary Ann. How are you doing? Oh, now isn't he adorable? I got some paint on him, but look at how cute. He's so cute. Okay. While this is dirty, I might as well just do these now, right? All right, here we go. We're going to put these words right on here. This doesn't have to be perfect, but so this is how I do it. I just start with one and then just slide my other ones in, kind of turn my transfer a little bit. Would help if I got the things out of the way. 2. I'm just going to put these all in here because we're going to do these all in the same color. So we're going to just slide them in. Push them around a little bit. I'm just trying to get like the same little trim edge as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be cute either way you do it. Now when I did these, I did try to get it so most of the letters were connected, but that C was off by itself. Just depends on like how the design is, how easily that is to do. It's just part of the program there. Get our L's in here. And that's the other thing. If you fuzz your transfer enough, you're going to be able to slide this over your cutout pretty easily so that it doesn't like grab it and stick really hard. Okay, we are going to use Lagoon, which is my new favorite blue. Now you can use any blue or any color, honestly. If you like this to be a little more Christmassy, you could do this in red and green. I want this to be more wintry, so I'm choosing my blue. And just like you do all the other surfaces, just take your paste, press it in the silk screen. While you guys are watching, do me a favor and hit that heart button. That helps my videos so much. I do appreciate it. I'm just going to run this over all these. Get my excess up. And then, oh, how cute. You guys, this is so cute. Getting quiet. Get our C off. Thanks, Lena. All right, there's our letters, and then we're going to put this in here and clean it really quick. Do you like this color? Are you guys into this Lagoon blue, or what's your favorite blue? I use Ocean Mist quite often. That's like my favorite lighter blue, but but I've been using this one a lot. And it's funny because I didn't even buy it when I was in ChalkCon. I didn't get it until the launch. For some reason. I'm not sure why, but... And my friend Lisa, who was just on, she said, Nancy, you better buy it. You're using it on everything. I'm like, I guess I'm getting it in the next batch because that's what I ended up doing. All right, so just clean both sides. Cadet, that is a good blue. That would be really good on this. I actually debated about using Cadet for this, and then the last minute I decided to go with Lagoon, but like I said, any blue works, honestly. Cadet and Storm and White look really good together also. Ocean Mist is your favorite. Yeah, that is one of my favorites also. Okay, that's clean. Let's just set all this aside. Let's see if our... Okay, our paste is clean. Dry. Clean was not the word I wanted to use. Dry. So we're going to just use a couple colors. I'm going to use the Mandarina for the nose. Not a surprise there. Now you could use markers for this or paint, paste, whatever you like. Okay, so I got that. And then we're going to use... For the scarf, I'm just going to stick with the Lagoon. And this is going to be, when you're painting, it's okay if you go onto your lines that you chalked because we're going to go over it again. But I wanted my scarf to match my letters, so I think that would look the best. So if you do this in a different color, you may just want to think about that. Whatever color you do the scarf, do the lettering, but you don't have to. It's just my opinion. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Me too, Jan. I'm a big blue and brown girl. You know that. All right. Let's get this painted. Okay, so cute. Oh, maybe I'll do the brim of his hat in this blue too. They kind of make it look like this is the... And like I said, if you want this little snowman, this transfer, guys, is going to be perfect for a lot of your Christmas crafting because you can just take this snowman and put him on everything if you want. You don't have to use all the wording every time. I think that would be... Remember we had a club, was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year in November that the club was that little snowman guy. It was all etched. I think what you could do is just take this guy and go to town with it. This is a terrible brush. I'm not sure why I even grabbed it. It's fine for like a big area, but it was like, it doesn't matter. It was terrible. That's why I'm switching brushes. All right, and then down here, same thing. I'm using ash for the hat because I think what I'm going to do is go back in with black for the detail. And that way you can see some of the detail since the black is going to be obviously a little darker than this ash color, which is this dark gray. I'd like 2 sets of cutouts. You got it, Cindy. Cindy, you want me to just send you the I can send you, it's up to you. I can either invoice you or I can send you, because this is on the Snowman and the Chill is on my Etsy shop. You just tell me if you want to do it outside of Etsy, that's fine too. Whatever you want. All right, so here's our snowman painted in. I can give it to you in the Etsy link, or I can just send you a request on PayPal, like you said, like you prefer. Okay, we don't need this. We're done with our blue. Hi, Lori Vaughn. How are you? Hope you're good. Honestly, it's kind of cute with the brown outline. It's all right. We're going to use black. All right, let's make sure it's totally dry. Just take a sec. Whatever you want. Okay. It's easier for me if you order from Etsy for lots of reasons. So if you don't mind, I'll just send you that. But like I said, if you need me to do it the other way, I will. Okay, so once it's totally dry, I've been sanding lightly over where I paint. I don't like to really sand on the white because yesterday it kind of smeared a little bit. So I don't want to do that. At least not a lot anyway. This is just, okay, when you chalk the outline, it's a little bit raised, right? And then when you go to re-chalk it, because it's a little bit raised, it can just look super thick. So I'm wondering why this has this little black line on it. Hang on. I don't know what that's from. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you too. Got like a funny black mark here, and I'm not really sure why, so I'm just going to get rid of it with a baby wipe. Okay. Okay, now we want to wax. So we got it lightly sanded. And we're going to wax it and then lay our transfer background. Carrie, I saw you got your knee is now back to normal. Is that what I saw? So you really only need to wax where you painted, because the wax is protecting your paste, okay? All right, and then we're gonna get our transfer. Hi, Janet. That's okay. I'm glad you made it. All right, we're gonna lay this down. And basically, like I keep telling you, lay it on there, make really small movements back and forth just until that white line goes away. So when you line it up and it's perfectly lined up, this is what it should look like, okay? Where you don't see any white in your silk screen area around the edges. You just see the brown that you already did. So this time I'm going to use black. And hopefully this will come together. And like I said, I did this because I wanted the arms to be brown anyway. But I wanted to do the final chalking in black. So this way I don't have to do two colors at once and switch and all the things. This time around, I'm just skipping the arms. That's just personal preference, but you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Here we go. Let's pull them up. This is going to look so cute. The airport is the worst. It may be the worst. And then I never have good enough Wi-Fi. Look at that. He's so cute. Isn't it so cute? You guys, hit the heart button. He turned out perfect. That ash is the absolute perfect black. Okay. You guys, I love it. I'm easily pleased, I guess. All right, we'll clean that later. You need to watch me clean it again. Let's get everything put together, shall we? Super cute. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. See, I blow up the comments so I can actually see what you're saying. But then the hearts are like on the side. I can't always see them. All right, do we think this is dry now? It is. Now, again, this is very shimmery. It's super shimmery, and if you don't want the, to lose some of that glitter the way I did it, the best thing you can do is to seal it, okay? I'm not going to worry about that at this moment. Should I dry him? Probably. Thanks for sprinkling. Thanks for all the hearts. He is just so happy. All right, I'm going to need to cut a bunch of him out, and I don't know. All right, I'm going to make a plan here. I'm not exactly sure. Now, I'm thinking if you want to hang this, you're going to want to string something through one of these loops. So probably you want that so you can go through here. So you want that to be your top. So just think about that when you're placing these down. Make sure your letters are facing the right way. We may need to slide these over a little bit. You guys, this is so cute. And then look at that. This is like I planned it this way. I did not. That dot fits perfectly on there. Okay, so just because these are straight across on the transfer, the cutouts give you a little more play. So you can move them around to see what you like the best. Or what fits the best. We could have the word you up here. How fun is this? Thanks, Cindy. You guys, this is bringing me some joy here. Okay, but do I want it up higher? So let me just, before I glue it all down. Okay, this is adorable. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it just brings me joy. I could even put you here if I wanted. This word you is giving me grief here. Okay, I'm going to turn this so you guys can see it this way. Do you think you should be Kitty Wumpus right here? In the corner. Okay, that's going to be too hard to... Okay, in the corner. We're going to call this the corner. Or slanted. Or should it be next to the hat? What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments what you think. I'm partial to this. But, I mean, I can probably be swayed. Tell me what you think. Thanks for all the hearts. This is bringing me joy. Now this mat, what I'm doing is I'm seeing this line go through the middle so I know it's straight so that when I hang it, it'll be straight. Janet says slanted, corner, corner. Thank you, Beverly. Okay, I think you guys are, I think we're all on the same page here. Now this should just come out today. All right, let's give it a shake. This happened yesterday where I closed it right when we're done. This is me yelling at my kindergartners. I'm like, the reason your glue doesn't come out is because you didn't close it. But I totally closed it last time. So I don't know why that happened. I guess I have to be nicer to them. All right, I am going to put a little dab of hot glue on this just so it holds for now. But I am using my Gorilla Glue, as you guys know, is my go-to with all the cutout things. I think I moved my snowman over, but that's okay. I think I can move it all over just a smidge. Okay, so we're gonna do the top of this. I'm just seeing where it's gonna hit. And we're just gonna glue it down. I mean, I'm just sort of guessing at where it's gonna touch, but I think if you get it in enough spots, it's gonna be fine. You may have to take the cap off the bottle. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Charlene. Because I know that I closed it. Like tightly this time. Okay, let's see. I'm not putting hot glue on everything, so let's hope it doesn't fall apart before I am done here. Let's see. Okay, let's get this too. What do you guys think of this? Isn't this so fun? But I know for me, this wood glue is the best for holding because I have dropped a couple things because everything's piled up behind me back there. And everything that I use wood glue with does not come apart. So what color? Janet, this is called Lagoon. This is for part of the En Vogue colors. They're only available like basically this rest of this year, basically, for the season. Maybe not the whole year, but Christmas, fall. You guys, this is so cute. Yeah, it could just be that the glue is staying in there. Who knows? Okay. So we could, I think what I might do is just put a simple black ribbon through here like that. And then we're done. What do you guys think of this? Yes, it's a good one. But again, I mean, any blue, this is going to look, you could do this in absolutely any color. And if you do want it to be a little more Christmas themed, use green, use red, whatever. This is just my take on it. Do I want to just do this? This is a wired ribbon. You don't really need a wired ribbon for this, but that's what I'm doing. All right, I need a shirt with this on it also, you guys. But how cute. All right, I'm afraid to lift it totally up, but here we go. What do you guys think? I think it's so cute. All right, we got to give a YouTube shout out picture. Hopefully you guys all love it. Type the word chill, check your messages. These cutouts are on my Etsy site. You can get the transfer on my chalk site, all the things. Oh, thank you so much, Beverly. Appreciate you. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye, bye, bye. All right, I gotta reach you.